Hello. Hey guys, well, it's not coffee time. It was gonna be coffee time, and then it was gonna be water time because we had a couple of drinks. But now it's root beer time because we swung by Jack in the Box on the way home. So we Ubered back over to the convention center area because we're actually pretty far away, and we Ubered back over to our hotel at the end of the night. And on the way back, we were like, man, we haven't eaten dinner. We didn't eat dinner at all. That was really dangerous when we were in a situation where we were, like, drinking a decent amount. And the guy was like, you want to go through a drive-thru? We were like, yeah, dog. But neither of us are, like, super into Jack in the Box. But Jack in the Box is what was close, so we just kind of, like, dealt with it. Gotta say, their nugs, not A+. I mean, as far as nugs go. Like, if we're comparing them to McDonald's nugs and Wendy's nugs, the nugs at Jack in the Box are subpar. That is all that I have to say. So today, let me tell you all about my day. So today, I woke up at 5. And for those of you who were looking at my Twitter, you know that I didn't really even sleep until like 2. So I slept from 2 to 5, woke up at 5, got all dressed and whatnot, and then went to the Union train station and took a train into San Diego, which I don't regret whatsoever. Also, I took footage, like, while I was on the train. I took footage while I was at the convention, and I can't show any of it to you because there's a specific cord that I didn't bring, and I'm really angry with myself, but I'm going to continue to just take footage and then smush it all together, and it'll be like, here's everything that happened over the entire San Diego weekend. So hopefully that works out, but, yeah, so took the train, and I love trains, so that was great, and it was very relaxing, and full. It was one of the first and only times that I've ever been on a train and had it be completely full, but it's Comic-Con, so it's not super surprising. Got in, immediately got picked up and taken over to the Nerd HQ area where I was thrown on stage, like, never went to my hotel, never set anything down. It was just like, yo, you're here, go on stage. And I was like, okay. So I played a game called Super Fight. That's like a card game. I played it with John Tron, and Meg Turney was the host. And Robert Kirkman was there, the creator of Walking Dead. He played with us. And who was the last one? Steve Zaragoza from SourceFed. So it was the 4 of us, not counting Meg, because Meg was hosting. And we all played a game called Super Fight? Super Fighter? Super Fight? One of those. Anyway, it was super fun because it's kind of in a, I don't want to say apples to apples sense. It's more of a Cards Against Humanity sort of game. And I feel like there have been so many variations on the Cards Against Humanity sort of format. Even though Apples to Apples came first, I think that Cards Against Humanity is really the one that kind of spurred it on. Like, Slash, I would say, is definitely a card game that's based on Cards Against Humanity. This most recent game, Super Fight, is a game that's definitely based on Cards Against Humanity. And the way that this one works is there are lots of white cards that all have different characters or people or political figures, whatever, on them, and then all of the black cards are modifiers. So say you start off your round by picking up 3 white cards and 3 black cards, and then you choose whatever combination you think is the strongest in a fight. So say there was going to be a battle royale, and you were like, all right, my strongest combination is William Shakespeare constantly shooting needles, right? His body shoots needles. Okay, cool. So then, you know, that's your build. That's your loadout. And everybody else has their combination that they've picked, and you all, you know, argue about whose combination is the best. And then you have a random modifier where you just pick one up and that immediately applies. So say you had William Shakespeare who's constantly shooting needles and is completely afraid of his own shadow, and that's like your final modifier, right? So suddenly any arguments you've made about William Shakespeare being a super badass don't apply anymore because he's actually a coward, and that's you can't change that. That's the random modifier. So we played that on stage, and that was super fun, and I won, which, you know, made it even more fun. But I think that was a good build of that game. you know, of like that sort of a format of just like, here's a random thing, and do they work together? I thought that that worked out really well and was super fun. So we played that the second I got there, and then we did kind of a walk around Nerd HQ, what's going on at Nerd HQ sort of thing. And man, this is gonna be, I'm gonna look like Two-Face in this video, and I hope that you guys are cool with that. And no, I didn't get punched in this eye. This is the eye that with this darkness level looks like I got hit by something. I promise you, I'm doing perfectly fine. But what was I talking about? Oh yeah, we did just kind of like a walk around of Nerd HQ, where they were like, yeah, we're gonna, you know, see what's going on here and show everybody what's going on. And I was like, I literally don't know what's going on, so that works out well. All of my feelings will be genuine. So we made that video, and I basically worked on Polaris stuff until like 2, and then Jeannie and I walked around the floor for a little while, and I got a thingy to build that I'll show you guys later. I'm not going to spoil it now. But we basically, what I will tell you is we went to the booth where they have all of the exclusive Gundams, and I bought something from there, but it wasn't a Gundam. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. The exclusive Gundams that are there, I wasn't a huge fan of, like, the color combinations, I guess, is what I would say. I don't know. I felt like if I bought one of them, I would have maybe regretted it. Like, I didn't have this deep burning need to have one of those on my shelf, you know? So I got something that did inspire me with all sorts of joy and love and nonsense. So we stayed on the floor and walked around and did all that until 6-ish, maybe 5:30. And then came to the hotel and hung out for a while, and then went out to parties. And that was the weirdest part, because I went to 3 parties tonight. 3 parties is like 3 more parties than I ever go to ever. So I'm pretty proud of myself. I got to hang out with Alex XZ for a really long time. Ran into Ginger Hazing, ran into Ashley Johnson, who I haven't seen in forever. Danced for like 15 minutes with Felicia Day. Just had like a good night. You know, just did lots of things and didn't get drunk, you know, had some good drinks, spent some good time with friends, and generally had a really good night. But the problem right now is that I have no idea what my schedule is supposed to be tomorrow. I have yet to receive a call sheet, so I'm like, I guess I'm just gonna sleep for a long time. I guess that's the plan. I'm just gonna sleep and then see what happens, see if I get an angry call being like, hey, where are you? And I'll be like, I don't know. In bed? I'm in bed, I guess. So that's my plan right now, because I am mega sleepy, but I'm delighted to have food in my stomach. I'm delighted that we had a wonderful Uber driver who was like, yo, you guys want some food? And I'm glad that I just overall had like a big fulfilling day, you know. I've got Jeannie in the room with me to like hang out tonight, so hey. But I hope you guys had an amazing day as well, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Okay. Goodbye.